Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
And KELY News, sponsored by Sahara Motors, proud sponsor of the upcoming Winter Ram promotion for the 4th of July weekend. Stop by Sahara Motors for your chance to win a Dodge Ram Tough truck. Full details available at Sahara Motors. Here's an afternoon update. Looks like the Israel-Iran conflict is having some impact here in White Pine County. Since our earlier news this morning, we saw gas prices jump this afternoon following crude oil closing 7.75% higher on commodity markets. We will update you on this as it goes on, but so far we've seen some places gas has jumped a dime or more. Let's see, and other items going on. Ely City Council said farewell last night to Councilwoman Samantha Elliott. Elliott has resigned to move to Elko. In other action, the council suspended the business license of the White Pine Motel following condemnation. It is closed. The condemnation came about following a complaint filed by the sheriff's office. They were called to an incident there. Owner Mark Motar has been staying at the property, that despite the condemnation, stating he needed to protect items on his property. The condemnation, the building inspector found unsanitary conditions and structural damage of the property. City attorney said he could not stay there. In a rare break from party unity, Nevada Congressman Mark Amodei voted no on the Trump-backed rescission bill that would claw back $1.1 billion in funding for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Now, Amodei emphasized the impact on rural Nevada stations that rely heavily on federal dollars to serve local communities with news and emergency information. Now, that despite the fact that numerous other stations provide that information. Outside Vegas and Reno, there are no local reporters for the NPR rural repeaters. Supporters of the bill argue public broadcasting is biased and tax funds are being misused, arguing with the president's push for government efficiency. But Congressman Amodei warning cutting funds now would weaken media infrastructure in small towns across the West. That despite the fact that in every community that Nevada Public Radio has a presence, there are locally operated stations employing local people and reporting local news. NPR in Nevada Public Radio does not do that. Following our morning news, the owner of KDSS, Karen Livingston, advises it's extremely difficult for a for-profit station to operate in rural Nevada with no profit. In November, Karen will be in her 20th year at KDSS. She says, we love serving our community from entertainment, important news, with live events, public services, and community fundraisers. Many times throughout the years, we prayed daily for the post office to bring us checks, just to see which bill we can afford to pay. Our advertising rates have barely increased in 30 years. That's us too. I don't know about you, Wyatt. It's a struggle to even get political advertising from the state level. It seems they only act like they care about rural Nevada when they're in the spotlight or need the votes. It's a shame they turn their backs on the people putting in the work. Karen says, I grew up in Las Vegas, and I'll say this to anyone. Las Vegas and Reno are not the number 1 and number 2 greatest places to live in Nevada. Support all locally owned rural stations in Nevada. We live here, we work here, we serve here. That from Karen Livingston over at KDSS, our technically competitors, but we get along very well and we help each other every chance we can. Well, Governor Lombardo set a new record in Carson City, issuing 76 vetoes in the 2025 session so far. The governor this afternoon put out a statement for the end of the session saying I'm proud of the meaningful progress we made this session, particularly in the areas of education and housing. Working together, we've taken important steps to expand educational opportunity, begin restoring accountability in our public schools, and make housing available and attainable for working families across the state. Governor signed of the 605 bills passed. He signed 518 bills into law and ended up, as of this afternoon, vetoing 87 bills. Now, get ready to cast your line. Nevada's Free Fishing Day is tomorrow, the one day where no fishing license needed to fish public water statewide. Now, in Ely, the celebration kicks off at Cave Lake State Park 8 to 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. NDOW will be giving away free fishing rods to the first 50 kids under 18, plus free tackle and baits while supplies last. Of course, all the catch limits and rules still apply as usual. While you're out there, talk to NDOW about the Nevada Youth License Fund. Kids aged 12 to 17 can get combination licenses for fishing and hunting, normally a $15 price tag. It's free while supplies last. It lets teens fish legally for a year, and they can hunt, but to do hunting, they have to complete required education courses. And of course, as always, kids under 12 can fish without a license. So adults, get out there with the kids and do what you can. Go out and have yourself a great weekend out at Cave Lake or at any of the lakes across the state of Nevada. We're looking for a fair sky overnight, the low around 46, sunny on Saturday, 89 the high. Great day to go fishing. 91 on Sunday. Do be advised tomorrow, though, with that 89-degree high, we will see some wind gusts as high as 30 miles an hour, and the same on Sunday, wind gusts as high as 30. So be aware, be safe with fire, and be very careful as you're out and about. For Sahara Motors, that is a late look at news from the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Maggie or Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93.
Or call 775-289-4473.
Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.